Hello and welcome to RC and thanks for stopping by. A few videos ago I announced to change the motor of my AX24 to a Furitek brushless system. So this is the topic of this video, and here's the Stinger motor set. In the set there is a motor, the ESC, including a Bluetooth module and a new metal bottom plate. The set is a plug-and-play system with every component you need. And the former Spectrum receiver also allows the change, so this should be just screwing and no soldering. In my last upgrade video I broke a screw on one of the drive shafts, so I bought new ones. And this affected also the injora metal gears, so I bought this one new too. The costs aren't too high for this. In the end this means for me I only have to remove 4 screws on the car and remove the whole section with the old bottom plate, motor and gears. And the new section should be easy to install then. Another thing I also do is replacing the receiver. And why I do this I show you right now. And the first problem you see, I cannot adjust the trim of the rear steering. The front servo can be adjusted, but as you can see it here, it looks very awkward. Another reason is that the former Spectrum device is only used as a receiver when the Furitek system is installed, so I'm free to choose a new receiver. The motor and battery wires will go right into the Furitek ESC, and there should be enough room for both of the new devices. I rearrange the servo wires too, for sure at the end of the job. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. First let's see what's in the Furitek kit. Some double-sided tape and screws, the manual, the new bottom plate, this is needed so the motor fits into the car, the motor mount made of metal and this carbon fiber plate, the motor, it's an outrunner, very suitable for crawlers with a lot of torque, and the ESC with a built-in Bluetooth module for the Furitek app. So the first thing I do now is binding the receiver. You see a long battery wire coming out of the ESC. It might first look unnecessary, but it's kind of protection for the electronics. You can put the battery direct to the ESC, but in use and on every plug-in or out, you risk to rip off a contact from the circuit board, and then the electronics are done. So this cable eliminates direct mechanical force on the ESC. I don't care which servo wire is for which servo. This will be figured out at the end of this build. To keep orientated with the front and the rear of the car, keep in mind the tilting body post is at the rear. I have to say that on my car the motor already has been put to the front. On the original AX24 it's facing to the rear. The new brushless motor is designed to get to the front too. If you might go to the rear, the direction of the motor can be changed in the app. For the bottom plate there are 2 things to say. It lowers the motor and gears because the motor is too big for the standard one. And it also centers the motor and gears to the middle. This is a nice side effect for more weight efficiency.
The trail's my canvas, the climb's my art. A masterpiece fueled by this roaring heart. Every stone a step, every peak a win. The mountain bows when I begin.
I use the old unit as a sample for the new one.
Staring through the sky. No mountains too steep, no need to ask why. With the Stingers my eye.
Here you can see that the new motor faces in a new direction. For the change I have to remove the motor plate.
AX24 tearing through the sky. No mountains too steep, no need to ask why.
And therefore the spur gear has to be unscrewed too, by loosening the lock nut. After that you can reach every screw on the plate.
My engine's tail.
I can feel that the new gears are already well greased. Now it's a typical job for 3 hands. Although it's metal in metal, I'm not using thread lock. The screws are too tiny for that.
I was searching, not a flaw to be found. Brushless heartbeat beating smooth and strong. Every peak.
To avoid a mistake, keep an eye on the spur gear. On one side, it's a little bit deeper.
Through the sky. No mountains too steep, no need to ask why.
So double check that its alignment fits to the pinion on the motor.
The trail, endless power, my engine's tail.
Check the smooth run. And because I did this with my fingers, I'll add some new grease on the rebuild.
Climb a victory never the same. The rocks may tremble, but I won't fall.
Center the carbon plate careful. The lock nut of the spur shouldn't rub on it.
Tearing through the sky. No mountains too steep, no need to ask why. With the stinger's might, I own the trail. Endless power, my engine's tail.
Now it's time to find the right gear mesh of the pinion and spur. This is not possible for me 50 centimeters away. I have to hold it close to my face. So I'll be back with the right alignment.
And dust through grit and grind. The summit's mine.
So here we are.
Enough can find.
Just slightly movement. This is good.
Masterpiece fueled by this roaring heart. Every stone step, every peak going. The mountain bows when I begin.
I grease a little bit the gears.
The sky, no mountains too steep, no need to ask why.
This should be enough. Now there are 3 screws to add. I might use the ones from the old unit, or check what injora is delivered with the metal gearbox. This looks good. I see 3 screws with countersunk heads. I'll try them.
I own the trail, endless power, my engine's tail.
It looks as if the screws are slightly different. All the thread in the plate isn't drilled so precise as expected.
Roaring wheels on the rugged ground, power surging.
Better not screw the screws all the way down before everyone is in place.
This heart beating smooth and strong. Every peak calls, I can't stay long.
As you had seen, I had to dis and reassemble the whole thing. My guess is that Furitek had screwed up the plates. Lol. So my recommendation is find out the right screws and screw them in very careful. Only one turn for each, then get to the next. And so on, until the gearbox is perfect on the bottom plate. For me, it worked. Now there are 2 points on the bottom plate. The first point is for attaching the plate to the chassis. And the longer screws are needed for the other attaching point of the suspension links.
I won't fall. Gravity's rules mean nothing at all. AX24 tearing through the sky. No mountains too steep, no need to ask why. With the stinger's might, I own the trail. Endless power, my engine's tail.
You don't need thread lock. As you screw the screw down, the side plate gets under pressure and locks the connection.
I laugh at the storm and reach the sky. Through dirt and dust, through grit and grind. The summit's mine, enough can find. The trail's my canvas, the climb's my art. A masterpiece fueled by this roaring heart. Every stone step, every peak going. The mountain bows when I begin. AX24 tearing through the sky. No mountains too steep, no need to
Nu løb this.
Tearing through the sky. No mountains too steep, no need to ask why. With the singer's might, I own the trail. Endless power, my engines.
Okay, a few adjustments on the radio still had to be done. But the first thing I like to do is to engage the crawler mode. Right now I'm fine with everything's working, and the rest of the work, like sorting the wires and doing adjustments on the radio and so on, I like to do off camera. This is just boring work, and the video is already over 10 minutes long. So let's do a short bench test.
Strong. Every peak calls, I can't stay long. AX24 tearing through the sky. No mountains too steep, no need to ask why. With the stinger's might, I own the trail. Endless power, my engine's tail. Control so tight like a hunter's aim. Each climb a victory, never the same. The rocks may tremble, but I won't fall. Gravity's rules mean nothing at all. AX24 tearing through the sky. No mountains too steep, no need to ask why. With the stinger's might, I own the trail. Endless power, my engine's tail. Peaks are whispers, daring me to rise. I laugh at the storm and...
Right now I'm happy. The new motor works and is quite impressive even on slow use.
The summit's mine, the earth confined. The trail's my canvas, the climb's my art. A masterpiece fueled by this roaring heart. Every stone a step, every peak a win.
I still have to do some adjustments on the radio and the Furitek app. But this is no rocket science, and I leave this off this video. Next week I go out and test the AX24 at my favorite spot at the Dortmund Ems canal. If you stayed with me until here, I thank you for watching. If you got some questions, the comment section is yours. And as always, please like, share and subscribe. This really helped me out. See you soon on RC Birds.
I see birds flying high, cars and roaring engines cry. The cold is slow to speed runs fast, moments building, memories last.